First thing I'm going to talk about is something that we all need to really take seriously. It's something that is a part of a natural human existence. It's a real situation, and it's a real uh, urgency. The first thing I want to talk about is image. Image is really the main thing that we all experience in life. In the past, an image is something that we imagine or something that we create by ourselves to make ourselves feel more accepted, to make ourselves feel more valuable, more perfect, more able to feel some sort of gratification. But the truth is, when you're based your whole life on your image, it's an outer shell of what you really are. The truth is that as human beings, we have two sides to us. We have the inner self and the outer self. There's both parts of an image as well, which is the inner image and the outer image. Most of humans, we based our emotions, our feelings and thoughts on our images. The way we look, the way we behave, the way we act is based on an image that we've created. In the past, this is one of the most horrible things that we experience, is because we can't ever see the truth from our image, because our image is so important in our lives that we're so blind to see what it's doing to us in the sense of the way we behave and the way we act. So much people spend so much time in just trying to keep up an image that they've created that they lose the fact of who they really are. The why it's so important to free yourself from images, because once you have an image of yourself, it can always be broken. What I learned was in the past is that most of the things happen was based on something I imagined or feared, and something that I didn't want to happen, or something I created personally myself, and it was all based on an image. And this is why image is something that destroys people. So the main advice is, if you want to find freedom from your past, you have to let go of your image. You have to completely change who you was and completely change into something new in order for your image to be shattered. If you shatter your image, that means you're vulnerable, but that doesn't mean you've lost anything. It just means the outer shell and the inner shell has finally been exposed to the truth, and you can then be able to live a more righteous life. And this is why I say very clearly that we must find a way to break free of an image mentality. Most of our lives are based on an image, and we must be clear to ourselves. And if we're walking a path with God, we have to be clear of all images. There's only one thing we need to understand with God, and that is there's only one God, which is Jesus Christ, and Almighty God. And we must always have faith and grace and love, because that's what's going to get us through this image. We can't do it alone, because it's something that's so wrapped in our consciousness. But through Jesus, through the Almighty God, through also having a will that is willing to change, you're able to break free from the image, and you're able to live a life that is more fulfilled and happy without any sort of contradiction about who you are. Because once you break your image, you finally find out who you really are, because you're finally exposed to the truth. So just find a way to break free of the image and to find who you really are, and you'll be set free, because the truth sets you free.